Hi guys, so a few of you have been asking me to do a video inside my wardrobe, in particular sharing with you the collection of handbags that I own. And as you know, handbags are my absolute weakness. It's the one area in my life where I definitely do not apply a minimalistic philosophy. I love a beautifully made handbag. To me, when I carry a handbag that I absolutely love, it makes me feel feminine. It makes me feel sophisticated. It can change my outfit from being really quite daggy to something quite chic and elegant. And it's something where I probably apply the quality over quantity principle. So for this video, I wanted to share with you my 5 absolute favorite handbags and the story behind them, and also explain to you how I've managed to afford them, because these handbags are quite expensive and they're definitely not handbags that I've gone out and bought all at the same time. Some of these handbags are quite old and have special stories behind them. Now, one thing I really want to point out, I'm not recommending you go and spend your hard-earned money purely on handbags. If you're going to reward yourself with a beautiful purchase, whether it be a handbag, a car, a piece of art, or a fantastic holiday, make sure that you've taken care of yourself financially before embarking on that purchase. I can proudly tell you every single bag that I've purchased, I've saved up for and paid for in cash. The first handbag I want to share with you is my Chanel 2.55. Now, I have probably owned this for about 6 or 7 years, and I bought it when the Australian dollar was incredibly strong. It was actually at parity. And I bought this secondhand off eBay. It's the caviar leather, so it's much more durable than the lambskin, because if I'm going to invest that much money in a handbag, and I say invest loosely because these handbags are not an investment, I want to make sure it's durable and it stands the test of time. So things like scuffing the corners with the caviar leather is a lot more durable and a lot stronger. Also, I absolutely love that it's silver hardware because it matches other pieces in my wardrobe, such as my Balmain blazer, which has silver hardware. And the other great thing about this is you can style it in a whole range of different ways. So you can wear it across like this or over even. You can even actually tie a ribbon inside to make the strap a lot shorter if you want to carry it just at your hip, I guess, in your hand. And it's a really versatile piece. And what I love about this is I've read a few books about Coco Chanel and the story behind it, and how the crisscrossing symbolizes the floor of the orphanage that she grew up in. And there's so many amazing stories and elements behind the design of this bag. It was invented in, I think, 1955, launched in 1955 in February, which is why it's called 2.55. And it is standing the test of time, and I would absolutely never ever sell this. And I purchased it for around about 4,000 US, which at the time was about 4,000 Australian. I saved up for so long for this bag. I researched all these different places to buy it, and I think I even rented my car to help cover the cost of this. And it took a long time to save up for, and I think they now retail for around about $8,000, which is absolutely crazy. Anyway, that is probably one of my absolute all-time favorite handbags. My next favorite handbag is actually this Dolce Gabbana leopard print bag. Now, I wear a lot of black, particularly in the colder months, and I can, especially as you get towards the end of winter, you can feel a bit sort of dull and dark and depressed. This kind of adds a bit of pop and a bit of color back into a bag. And I think Dolce & Gabbana, I'm very fussy with my leopard print, but Dolce & Gabbana just seem to nail the leopard print. To me, it doesn't look too tacky. It looks quite chic. I like the gold hardware. It's also a great size, especially when I've got Rocco and I'm carrying around all Rocco's gadgets and toys and water bottles and snacks. This is really great, and also looks fantastic with white as well. And again, I researched a whole range of different places and managed to pick this up for about $400. My third favorite handbag is actually this Gucci Soho bag. Now, this has a bit of a story behind it. When I was going through a bit of a rough phase or stage, I woke up one morning and realized I had never been to Paris, and I literally decided on the spot to take Rocco and myself to Paris. And it was very spontaneous, and somewhere I'd been wanting to go for a really long time, but for various reasons couldn't go. There was always an excuse. So when we got there, I said to myself I was going to allow myself to buy one treatlet. And this is what I purchased, and we bought it from one of the main department stores in Paris. And I will put up my Instagram account because you can see the image of me purchasing it with Rocco running around in the background. But that trip to Paris was an amazing experience for me and Rocco. Traveling alone with a toddler was quite stressful, but this is the one thing I bought for myself, and I loved it. And buying it in Europe, I was able to get the VAT back, which also saved me some money. But this bag reminds me of Paris with Rocco. And also the great thing about it, again, with the hardware, the gold hardware, it adds a bit more of a dressed up look when I wear it. Again, it can be crossed over like this, which means I'm hands-free. It goes with all my summer dresses. It's the perfect size for putting like phone, wallet, lipstick, tiny bit of makeup, and I love the tassel here. It's absolutely gorgeous. Fourth favorite bag isn't actually made anymore, but it's the Louis Vuitton, I believe it's called the Lexington in Venice. Now, again, I bought this on eBay, and I think I bought it for maybe $200 US. And this is actually my dog walking, park walking handbag. It is perfect for me because I can put my phone, my wallet, and my keys, and of course, doggy poo bags. And I wear it across like this. Now, great thing, what I love about this is it's that Venice fabric, so if I spill food on it or dog slobber or who knows what, I can easily wipe it off and it's clean again and it can't really scratch. And the other thing I love about this, it's the color, because this color is definitely a key color in my capsule wardrobe. So this probably goes with about 80% of my wardrobe, particularly light pinks, whites, light blues, any of the pastel colors. It really is lovely. I've had a lot of comments about this, and there's something, you know, I love that it was so cheap, but it looks like quite an expensive handbag. I know you can definitely find these on various websites, so I'm going to include in the description box below a whole range of links for you guys. But this is great, and again, hands-free, so if I'm pushing a stroller or I'm carrying Rocco because I'm his personal chairlift, or holding dog leads or picking up poo with dog bags, I've got two hands free, which makes life so much more efficient. And my fifth favorite handbag is sadly no longer with us. I bought myself a Chanel wallet on chain probably about 2 years ago. And I bought it as a reward to myself for achieving particular goals. And sadly, it got stolen when I was in Sardinia in Italy about 6 months ago. And as I explained in a video that I shot in Sardinia, it wasn't covered under travel insurance. So sadly, I am saving up again to replace that bag. And because I feel like I can't replace it with the exact same handbag, I need to get something different to honor its memory, which I know sounds really silly. I've found another new Chanel handbag, which if I achieve particular goals this year, I will reward myself and buy. And here is a picture of it. Now, it's a Chanel chevron bag with the dark metal. I think it's called gunmetal. And it's very similar to my 2.55, but different stitching, different leather, and obviously different colored hardware. Just to recap, if you're going to reward yourself with a luxury purchase, make sure you save up for that purchase and pay for it in cash. You do not want any rewards to jeopardize your financial position or financial future. Make sure you do your research. Look at where you can get the best value for money. Then, of course, make sure the bag is practical. Make sure it's going to suit your day-to-day and evening activities. There's no point buying a whole pile of evening clutches if you don't go to evening events where you need that style of handbag. And finally, make sure the purchase matches your style, your wardrobe, and your color palette. You want that bag to really transform the look that you're creating and really define your signature look. Now, I have linked in the description box below where you can buy these bags or similar bags, and I've included budget friendly as well as high end. And if you're going to buy yourself something, make sure you shop consciously and responsibly. In the meantime, I'm going to focus on achieving my goals for this year so that I can reward myself with that new Chanel handbag. I'll see you next week for Money Monday. Ciao!